that was a short chapter.
That was a very short chapter.
I think this was even shorter.
Say, did that even last an hour?
No.
I don't think it did. And just for those of you grabbing the pitchforks, when I said I hated the Steven Universe ending, I don't hate the concept they had behind it, but it was just too fast. I'm sorry, you have White Diamond, who is hardcore genocider at this point, who is just full-on destruction, you know, death to the enemies and all that, and her script completely flipped with about 3 fairly cheesy lines from Steven.
One of which I think was a line from the pilot.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember now.
The I'm a kid, what's your excuse thing.
Yeah, it's like 3 freaking lines, I think, was all it took for Steven to completely turn her into an ally. I'm like, what? Boy, they were so good about handling villains before in this series. You had villains that couldn't be reformed. That were less zealot. That were less of a zealot than White Diamond was purported to be.
Yeah.
Look at Jasper.
Well, they kind of screwed Jasper over in the sequel.
I'm not counting the sequel. I'm just counting the main series.
Yeah.
The first series they had, where Jasper, no matter what, was just enough of a zealot that you couldn't break through to her, and that was part of the lesson. You can't. You're not going to get everybody on your side. That's part of the lesson they had for that whole thing. But no, White Diamond completely turns into an ally after a few words of wisdom from Steven.
Like even Spinel, he couldn't fully help. He had to throw her off onto the diamonds.
Yep. But then again, that really wasn't Spinel's fault.
No.
Spinel was purpose-built for one thing, and the one thing rejected her.
Yeah.
Her sole purpose in life, to be a playmate.
Yep.
Then her playmate rejected her, and she had nothing, and that's going to make anyone go nuts.
Yeah. And considering she had just learned about what happened.
Yep. Did get one of the best songs of the series out of it, though.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, the ending to the original Steven Universe series completely turned me off to that entire franchise. That was terrible writing. Just killed the series. They've been building up to that the whole time, and they just killed the series that way. I mean, granted, it's not the first TV series to be completely ruined by a terrible ending or anything, but Jesus Christ, that was bad.
Gravity Falls, on the other hand.
Gravity Falls stuck their damn landing. Although I'm not completely, because I really think, I know they wanted a happy end. But I don't know, they really should have had him they really should have not let him regain his memories.
Yeah, or
it kind of took the punch away. Kind of took the punch away from the sacrifice.
Yeah.
He made to save everybody. I mean, yeah, spoilers if you haven't seen Gravity Falls, but
I was gonna say,
it's been
out
out
how
for
many
over
years?
a decade by now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, once it crosses the decade point, I don't care about the spoilers anymore.
Mm.
And I'm just having the music of the case, so... Oh, it's 2017 DuckTales, the Gravity Falls. It took me a fair few years for me even to get even bothered with them.
Yeah, but still, it was before the decade mark. I'm sorry, if you haven't seen it a decade later, I don't think you cared enough. Unless it's just something you never knew existed in the first place. That's a different case. But, I mean, for something like Gravity Falls or the DuckTales reboot, hard not to know those were a thing.
Yeah.
It was on Tumblr enough for some of the things for DuckTales.
Yeah.
I think the first actual contest I see of the DuckTales reboot was of the golf match. Launchpad just giving the Launchpad and Hui giving the lowdown of the coin toss.
The commentary, yes.
Guys want to go for a swim?
Bloody Kelpie.
I don't know if you're voiced by MLP staff.
I think they were. I think that was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that
those
was.
were the main cast from My Little Pony doing that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Twilight Sparkle and Fluttershy.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if they weren't, they were dead. They were perfect imitators of those.
My little Kelpie.
My little Kelpie, my little Kelpie. Dragging me under the waves for death.
Drowning you is magic.
Oh no, somebody broke a hole in time-space continuum.
Not again.
Yeah, God, it's every single character the voice actors for Twilight Sparkle at once.
It's impressive because I think Twilight Sparkle was like a combination of different ponies over the generations.
Probably.
Like, I think the only ones that were, like, not a combination were, like, I think Applejack and Rainbow Dash. They are Legion, essentially?
I am Locutus of the Eaters.
You
know, that used to be a reference everyone would get. These days, no idea how many people are actually going to get that reference.
I mean, Let's Not even had a conversation a while back of, like, all the old Hanna-Barbera characters, like the Flintstones and Jetsons and such. How many kids these days actually know of their existence anymore?
Cartoon Network relied so heavily on those old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. I would say at least the millennials are going to know who they are.
Well, the millennials, but probably past that, no. Unless they watched Boomerang.
Oh, Boomerang, when you went away, so much quality lost.
Mm,
Unfortunately, it did not live up to its name. It did not come back.
nope.
Sokka was disappointed.
Should have been called Stick.
Mm. Does your shirt stay on?
Double-sided sticky tape.
Must be a lot of tape.
I was going to say, that is the standard practice for actresses who have to have cleavage-revealing stuff. Double-sided sticky tape.
Hmm.
It's Lilithmon's corsets, which really brings up questions.
That's a Digimon. Doesn't count.
I'm sure she counts. She counts the bitches she slaps.
I know, their clothes are just data. Their clothes are not affected by gravity or physics.
俺はガブモン。
アグモンとガブモン、変な名前。
変じゃないもん。
It was a little shit back then. You're still a little shit.
そっちこそ変な名前
Oh,
だ。
you're a big one now, anyway.
ほんだ、変じゃないもん。
You're named after a phone!
なんだこいつら。変なのがいっぱいだ。
Someone get the salt!
変じゃないよ。かわいいよ。
そうか？よく見るとか。
アグモンガブモン、私たちね、今大冒険してるの。
うん。
いいよ。アグモン、ガブモン、やっぱり私たち出会ってたんだね。ねえ、本当にもう帰っちゃうの？
そろそろ戻らないと大人たちが心配するだろう。
楽しかったな。
I love the fact that everybody but Nokia changed their hair, didn't change their hairstyle as they grew up.
絶対また来ようね、みんなで。何か来る。
Stay with us forever and ever and ever.
God damn it, the creepy twins are back.
早く逃げよう。
What
The
creepy
Shining.
What creepy twins? Any creepy twins?
逃げるってどこ？
来た道を戻るしかないだろう。
Which is most twins.
大丈夫だよ。
Especially if your parents decide, it would be cute if we dress them up in the exact same outfit.
お兄ちゃん、そんなのダメだよ。
あなた、みんなを頼んだぞ。
And then they try to pull off the stunts you see in the movies, where they try to pretend there's only one of them.
そうだ。
Mm,
私たちこの時。
looks over at Full House.
ダメ。
They walk into school and that first they get, oh no, there was a mistake. That's my middle name, not someone else's first name.
僕なら大丈夫だ今のうちに
There's only one of me. Sorry. Haha.
So, about Atra's attitude? And this isn't the last time this happens to him, that which leads him down to there have been certain views as a case of he couldn't help anyone because he's too weak, too helpless.
You know, Steve, we just gotta believe in ourselves. The magical space turtle told me so.
That could be a Danganronpa 3 reference.
It's a Shining reference. Oh no, it's an It reference, excuse me. No,
Yeah.
Stephen King. No, I didn't watch Dominic Balfour's talk about the book and the movie. What are you talking about?
あいつもこのことを思い出しているんだと
How the kids were able to beat it with the power of the great space turtle.
Yes.
And nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Only the power of the space turtle and nothing else happened in that book.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
みんなを守ったんだ
I mean, that was a big thing about that video. He's like, you have to talk about it sometime.
No, we do not. We never have to talk about that ever again.
兄さんは
We beat the big bad the power bullying.
Mm.
ひょっとしてあのイーターは私たち
And no, I am not actually going to say what I'm referencing here. No.
Yep.
I know,
It-
I know what you're talking about.
その通り
Chances
If
are,
you-
if you've read the book, you know.
Yeah. If you've seen the movie, you don't know, but if you've read the book, you know.
Mm.
貴様らは不用意にデジタルワールドを訪れ天津さえゴミを残したまま扉を閉じてしまったその時世界の断りその時世界の崩壊が始まった
These things, their tentacles are very cold.
怯えろ絶望しろ罪を
この感じお姉さんゾクゾクしちゃうわ
I think Crusadermon is on something.
Yes, he's on that human.
未来を選ぶ
And
Holy
suddenly-
God, the sudden animation scene.
私は
I was
信
gonna
じよ
say, suddenly Animu.
う
They've got to go back to the future.
I wonder how Back to the Future would work as an anime.
What up, bitches?
I mean,
So
I
she was
can
a
see it
Digimon this whole
working.
time?
You know how Crusadermon is a Digimon in a human body?
Mm-hmm.
Give it a moment.
何ここってど
Ooh, we just pulled off Turbo Teen, didn't we? And if you don't know that reference, you're welcome for making me make you look it up.
またすごげなデジモンが出てきちゃったもう何がどう
Hello, Alphamon. Another Digimon I've never been able to raise.
私たちを守ってくれるの
I swear I can hear Layla go smash to this guy.
貴様私の
So
邪魔を
I
しようと
need
い
to
うのか
make. How long does this list need to be?
何者か
As long as you want it to be.
Okay, I put on all the Royal Knights.
すりつぶせそ
I'm gonna say you probably want to go for at least 40. Fine, at least 40.
私もお前と同様人の肉体に宿る何
So
And yeah, that's your minimum.
So we need a picture and a brief description of who they are.
ゆえに私は問う人は真に粛清されるべき
I
存
probably
在
know what I'm
か
doing Sunday. Hey, Star, he's the PDF.
ほう通った結果とんでもないエラーだ
I just grabbed the
具
basic
にも
descriptions
つ
from
か
the
ない
wiki
ロ
along
ジ
with
ッ
the
クだ
best photo I can find.
人間など悪しき
You can probably take screenshots from this game.
我らデジモンを世界ごと汚染する
I mean, serious. You open up the game and go into the archives and just use the snip tool to take pictures of them.
Okay, here's the Royal Knight, here's the Demon Lords.
愚かで浅はかだったつまり人間は粛清されてしかるべき確かに人間は時に過ちを犯し選択をたがえ愚かしい行動しかしそれはそして人間とデジモンの一面でしかないお前デジモンと人間が同じだが
Oh no, you've
あ
gone
えて
native.
人間に共感無力なものを踏みにじる優越感岸辺と我が身がとろけそうなほどにやれやれ誇り高きロイヤルナイツの言葉とは思えないな大ざくな貴様のような得体の知れぬも私にもわ
Also,
から
if
ない
anyone can hear the bang going on,
問い続けている
it's about 3 days from Bonfire Night, and of course they'll classic lifting off fireworks before then.
That's what that was?
つ
Yep.
まるところ
I wasn't sure if it was like one of the cats trying to get into your room again.
God damn, the cat's got the hammer again.
やはり戦いを望むかよかろう手を貸してくれるかなそれとも奴の望み通り素直に消えるか
From here, it sounded like you were rolling large dice.
私たちのこと知ってる
I've invested in some very big metal dice.
Now this time I'll get a nat 20 on that boss fight. Damn it!
That's what I see to just buy a dice with all 20s
それと
on
も
it.
やはり両方かね
Look, if I get a total party kill, it's going to be fair and square. No other way.
さあ我が助手よ君のデジバイスを
And then the
白
session
峰ノ
begins.
キアから受け取りた
So
ま
the
え
smalls are in the afterlife.
仕事の時間だ
You think that's gonna stop them? Alright, ready whenever.
絶望的な差を思い知れ
Remember, most of the smalls have those rings.
True. I mean, I think at this point it's just Yuki and Cyrano, so...
Yep, I've over-leveled.
このちただの探偵
So yeah, Yuki and Cyrano would pop up back at Granville's.
さて
Jifros and
そろそろ
Omnius,
終止符を打
and
たせても
just
らお
about
う
anyone else.
私はせ
Oh, they're suddenly on a different plane of existence now.
Mm.
なるほどこれは君の戦いでもあったいいだろう君の手で
So it'd be a case of Yuki and Cyrano trying to find a way to get their friends back from another plane of existence.
Yep.
Oh no, they're gone to office hell.
ゴミの分際でこの私を撃つなめるな人間
逃げないあなたなんて怖くない
Oh, we gotta get a real fight this time.
Why would we do that?
I can just see it now. You get down to office hell. You find Omnius back at his desk, but you can't find Shifrost anywhere. And in the desk, where they tell you Shifrost should be, there's just one of the Okasons there doing Shifrost's work. And he's wearing a little green badge that says Friend of Shifrost. And you look around and you see that there are several dozen Okasan with those little green badges on them. And it turns out that Shifrost has just been conning Okasans one after the other to do his work for him in Office Hell.
I mean, considering he's got the cloak of invisibility, he'd probably get out of there as soon as possible.
I don't think the cloak of invisibility would travel with him to the other planes of existence.
Gone to hell. You arrived there naked.
Basically.
Darn. That would have been funny if you at least ended up with the chicken hat.
I can see Baba Yaga going, he gets that at least, because it will be funny. And she just reaches out, plucks it off the corpse, and throws it on his essence in the other plane of existence. Just because it would be funny.
And even worse, he can't take it off. So he's stuck in chicken mode.
So he's just a chicken among a bunch of Lumas. And they all keep giving him the greeting dance. Baba Yaga tweaks it so it changes his color about every 90 minutes. So every time he walks around, he's a different color. So all the Okasan thinks he's a different chicken.
Except she might not even fully notice, considering he's colorblind.
And see different patterns.
We get a plaid chicken.
Now plaid just looks like a solid color to Okasan.
Although her being a Digimon would make sense of why she has such weird coffee taste.
Like I said earlier on, it'll make sense at some point.
The what?
That sounds like painful to your intestines.
I'm just leaving this on for it to sink in.
Mm.
With friends like this, who needs enemies?
Can
I put an egg in the coffee just to make it a little better?
Kyoko-san ですね。間違いなく。Kyoko-san, わさびだけは抜いて。
That's your complaint.
I was gonna say, that's the part you have a problem with.
It's a start.
Why それにしても京子さんがデジモン。
いい機会だ。いきさつを説明しておこう。共有している8年前エデンのベータテスト以降、デジタルワールドはいち早く事態を察知した私は、その原因が隣接する人間が生み出した電脳世界にあることを突き止めたんだ。時を同じくして人間世界で探偵呉見京子が、彼女は会社内部の不正を調査告発するため。
父が京子さんを雇っていた。
そうだ。そしてその折内部告発者から接触があり、密会したいとの彼女は応じ、指定された電脳空間内のエリアに行った。
And then she died.
しかし、それは岸辺理恵があつらえた罠だったのだ。上城の実権を握るという野心に燃えていた彼女は、呉見京子に上城悟こそが
不正の張本人であると訴え、その証拠までも巧妙に捏造していた。政治家への献金、ユーザー個人情報の売買、果ては自分との不倫などというマスコミが飛びつきそうなネタも盛り込みつつね。だが岸辺理恵の罠よりも一段大掛かりな罠がある人物の手によって仕掛けられていたのだ。そして呉見京子はイーターに食われ、岸辺理恵ともどもエデン症候群になってしまった。あれがスウェード明美の罠だったと確信したのは、彼がイーターの研究をしていたと知った尊敬の念を抱く上白悟を岸辺の野心から守るために、ああいった手段に。
スウェドが父を。
その時私はイーターに侵食され発生していた次元を隔てる壁の隙間からが、何分隙間が小さくてね、データ質量を一度幼年期デジモンレベルまで縮小しなければならなかった。そのままの状態ではまともな活動は見込めない。そこで出会ったのが精神データを失った呉見京子の肉体。精神データの代わりとして入り込めば宿主の肉体を意のままにできると私は気づいていた。それによりこの現実世界での行動が可能になったわけだ。ただし精神活動の代行にはもちろん大きなリスクがある。人間の有機的構造は複雑だ。肉体と同調するには、それはデジモンである私自身が今となってみれば、この肉体呉見京子との出会いは彼女の使命感と私の役割が矛盾も拒絶もなくシンクロし同化できたのだから、私は京子となり、京子は私となった。
We are one.
それではロードナイトモンも。
You don't hear it because you don't have the sound, but it's a Crusadermon. They've used the unchanged name of Lord Nightmon.
ああ、ロードナイトモンも同様にして人間世界に降り立ち、岸辺理恵の肉体と同化したのだろう。君たちからすれば私もロードナイト何せ他人の肉体をいいように使っているのだからな。もし君の肉体が有用であったならば私は迷わず使っている。
Thanks?
軽蔑するかい？
I'm sure there's fanfic of that, just saying.
He's actually no negative.
You can't react negatively to this.
No.
君らしい答え
Not
だ
that
な。
any of the answers will matter.
Just like a Telltale game.
Hey, Omegamon.
そっか、
Hey,
オメガモンも気づいてなかったのか。それじゃあ私たちにわかるはずないよね。
得体の知れないデジモンである私を信用しろとは虫のいい。どうかこれまで通り君たちの仲間の一人として協力させ。
やめてよ京子さん。そりゃ体は人間で中の人はデジモンとか。
man, I think it's pretty simple there, Nokia.
最高の笑顔で飲ませちゃったりとか。マジ人間じゃない。味覚もろともユーモアとは。
I mean, we said that more than a few times during this Let's Play.
これまでの作品で
We
は
were joking about
こ
it.
ちらにも全力を尽くすと約束しよう。
let me actually make you a proper cup of coffee.
京子さんはずっとエデン症候群やイーターをどうにかしようとして、今さら信用するとかしない
Would you think after fashion she would
わ
just
けない
like
って話。
go to a coffee shop or
Don't
look it up?
none of you see that we can't not trust her? Quadruple negative. Why a quadruple negative?
デジタルワールドにイーター